momentum swings, they get you. One team is looking to add 3. Instead, the other team adds 6, thanks to the ability to block the kick.
Yeah, and in this case, Mike, the players are constantly reminded by the coaches, you never know. Just keep rushing, keep rushing. You could rush 100 times, but if you do it full speed, the 101st you stick your hand up, that's the one where it connects with the ball. In this case, that's exactly what happens. Scoop, score, change the game.
So, special teams, big impact on this one. Now the offense will try to follow, and they're going to go for 2. And he will get in for the 2. They open up the bag of tricks on the goal line and add a pair of points.
Vikings nothing. Matthew Wright to kick off for Carolina.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return is Rodgers. Oh! And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to get back at it.
At their own 29-yard line.
Alert! Alert! Set!
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 16 yards on the game, and a quick first down.
The ability to be effective on first down, Mike, it just makes everything else easier. In the event you do have to face a third down the road, they're usually a lot more manageable situations, a lot easier to convert.
And this ball's intercepted by J.C. Horn.
So not a lot of yards on the return, Mike, but that's okay. The number one thing, end up with the ball in your hands. And in this case, mission accomplished, and his guys are headed off the field to celebrate.
The Panthers offense ready to take over once again. Their lead sits at 14-0 here in this second quarter, looking to run away with this one before halftime.
Ready! Ready, ready! 50, green! Ready, go!
They'll go play action with Young. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. Teteroa McMillan was the intended receiver. And it'll be second down.
On the double! Ready?
Here's Young. Looking to set up the screen, but it's broken up and incomplete. They were right there on that one defensively. And that's going to bring up third down.
One of the biggest differentiators for a lot of these defenders, Mike, is a lot of them can stay in tight coverage. But where the special guys separate themselves is what do they do once the ball is in the air? They almost turn into offensive players with their ability to track it. This is a great example here. Why?
He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10.
The Panthers will take their first timeout, and they'll get a chance to talk things over after picking up that first down. Back to throw, Young. Now a deep ball toward the end zone. This one's batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone, and that'll bring up second down.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Let's go. Check, huh?
Off the play fake. Here's Young. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. This defense continuing to give up points Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points. So they decide to put the ball in the air, which I don't mind on this two-point try, but execution was just a little bit off, and it's not going to work out in their favor this time around.
On the return is Rodgers. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over once more. They'll try to get this a bit more respectable before the break. It has not been their half to this point. Let's see what they do on this drive. First down now.
Okay, ready.
The drive begins with a carry by Jones. The ball comes out.
And with all this talk about ball security, I can tell you firsthand, Mike, a lot of it just becomes mental. It's like the more you think about it, the more you stress it in practice, it almost gets worse. It's one of those things that when it starts to spiral, it's just hard to pull yourself out.
The Panthers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. And remember now, all turnovers must be reviewed by replay, so this one is going to need a little closer look. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose, and are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. McCarthy to the air on second down. In trouble, and down he goes.
And this is quickly becoming a drive to forget here for the offense. They narrowly escaped danger on the previous play, and now they follow it up by allowing a sack. So it's about as bad a two-play sequence as you can have, aside from turning the ball over.
2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back with more from Charlotte. After this, work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Throwing now, it's McCarthy.
This offense just continues to struggle to find any sort of rhythm. And now part of it is self-inflicted wounds. But the vast majority of their struggles has just been their inability to pass protect. You can't expect your quarterback to settle into the game and have any confidence operating out of the pocket when the second he hits his back foot, the play's over.
It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings, as he'll be standing just inside the back line of the end zone. Now it's Horn. And it's a very nice return. He has given the offense a short field.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready. Here we go. Here, ready.
On play action, he'll set up to throw. That's downfield. He's got Sanders, the tight end. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They can still get a first down at the 1. First and 10, they go from the 11. On the bootleg, it's Young. His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback...
He's got his big tight end, Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. And that is number 2. Greg, he is off to some kind of start in this one. 2 quarters and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Mike, this is one of those situations where as a defensive coordinator, you've got to give your group an answer, because right now, they don't have one for this guy. I know it sounds like I'm being biased, Mike, but I'm really not. Down here this close to the end zone, especially on 2-point tries, the size, the length, the athleticism, and matchups these tight ends can create, man, they are a tough handle, and it leads to 2 points.
Matthew Wright to kick off for Carolina.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. On the return is Rodgers. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. The coverage too good downfield. They'll wind up taking him down. That's a second charge timeout for Minnesota, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. To throw is McCarthy. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Jordan Addison that time. And it'll be third down. Looking to throw. McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
We're not even at halftime yet, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has completely taken over the game. It's just sack after sack after sack. This is going to be a long day for this offensive group if the O-line doesn't figure something out here in a hurry.
It'll be a punt coming up for the Vikings. As the drive went in the wrong direction, he's on to punt it away. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. And hold that thought. Let's get right back to it. We are ready for the third quarter. Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The third quarter is underway. Horn now to return it. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter.
On the set.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on first and 10.
Come on, set. Ready.
Here's Young to throw. Now a deep ball for Mitchell. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on first down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up second down.
Well, it's not going to make up for all the plays that they've been on the wrong side of up until this point. They finally are able to land a jab of their own, knock this ball away, and get a much-needed incomplete pass.
On second down, Young. Oh, falling away. What a throw. He drops it in there. He had 2 touchdowns earlier, looking to see what he can do here in the second half. That grab gets them a first down.
Talk about a thing of beauty. Mike, did you see how many tight ends were on the field on that last play? They call it 13 personnel because there's 1 running back, 3 tight ends, 1 wide receiver. So everybody on defense is thinking run. They catch them off guard a little with the pass, and they take advantage of it with a big gain downfield.
Here we go. Ready?
Young to throw on first down. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That's to the end zone where it's incomplete. What a job in coverage, muscling that one free. It'll be second down now.
Set.
Young. Oh, he couldn't set his feet, but he completes it anyway. And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line. Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10.
Let's go.
To throw, Young. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stout there. That's going to bring up second down.
Incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10
Set, hut,
at the
ready.
35-yard line.
Now Young. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore.
Ready,
But this is one of
ready,
those that still
set.
gives defensive players a bad rap.
Going up top for Evans. And that is incomplete.
I think when that ball left his hand, he had visions of a big play, and then that big play almost got flipped on its head because I think he's lucky that that ball didn't end up going back the other direction because that defender got both hands on it but just couldn't come down with the pick.
This one not on target. It is short. It is right. It is no good. And they are not able to add on to their big lead. Jones now on 1st and 10. And they're going to bring him down, but there is a penalty marker on the field.
Still first down.
Okay, ready? Here we go. From the gun, here's McCarthy. A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
And the Vikings, first down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down.
From the gun, it's a run. It's Jones. He'll maneuver his way down to the 32. J.C. Horn coming in from his cornerback spot to make the tackle. They face second down and 7.
At the Panthers' 32-yard line.
They run it once more with Jones. He'll be stopped after a short gain to about the 30. Nick Scott up from the secondary for the tackle.
It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Backfield empties. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down. And 5. From the shotgun. And they're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. And fortunately, he's able to cover it up. It will not be a turnover, but will go down as a sack.
And man, does he dodge a bullet right there, Mike, on that sack. He's fortunate. That ball bounced right back to him. He's able to recover it and keep possession for his team.
We're about ready now for the punt, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And he didn't give the Gunners a chance to get down there and make a play for him. It's into the end zone and a touchback. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now off the bootleg, he'll look to throw here. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 37. And the Panthers first down.
Come on, set,
First
ready.
and 10 at the 43
On play action, Young. Throw here down the field. Will fall. Incomplete. Second and 10.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
Here we go, set, ready.
Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up third down.
And 10
Let's
yards
go.
to go.
Off play action. He'll set up to throw. He's got his tight end. That's Sanders. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line.
That's good.
A big one there on third down. Good for 26
First
yards.
and 10 at the 16-yard line.
So I really like the decision here that you're going to throw the ball to one of your big tight ends, but it's the personnel grouping that you do it out of. Bring as many big bodies onto the field as possible.
Ready.
Stay with the passing game, and you're able to find one of those.
He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
A loss of 11. It's second and 21. At the Vikings 27.
He'll get on the football and spike it here. Not fun here. Third and a lot.
Let's go now.
Now, faking the give. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete. The Panthers will take their first timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down's looming.
Ready,
They'll go. Young. That's going to be... incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on fourth and long. That was a big ask, and the defense turns them away. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on first and 10. On the ground now with Jones. Not much there, maybe a yard.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up second and 8.
From the 29, here's second and 8.
Let's go now. 19.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. Josie Jewell getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6, and it's third down.
And it just seems like anytime this offense has gotten anything positive going, it's been this pass rush that has immediately shut it down. And this has been a clinic tape on how you rush the passer. And I promise you, they want to finish this thing out here with a shutout.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long. Here's McCarthy. And that is incomplete. J.C. Horn that time with the good coverage, and he knocks it away.
I think this drive, and particularly that last third down incompletion, Mike, has really summed up the story of this game offensively. No matter how many times they try to generate some plays through the air, there's just nowhere to go with the ball. In this case, the coverage is tight. They go 3 and out again, They've got to have earlier success and not just wait for third down to bail themselves out.
This one, incomplete. The defense up to the challenge there. They force the incompletion, and they'll take the ball over on down. The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set.
Back to throw. Young. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete. Tommy Tremble, tight end, the man he was looking for there. And it'll lead to a 2nd down.
Set. Go.
Back to the air, it's Young. Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
Here we go. Set.
Throwing is Young. Got his man at the 6. And he's got another one. Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. That is his 3rd touchdown of the afternoon.
Ready up.
So now the Panthers and Young will attempt the 2-point conversion.
Here we go.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful.
Matthew Wright to kick off for Carolina.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. On the return is Rogers. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. From 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. To throw, it's McCarthy. Into the familiar hands of Justin Jefferson. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
And the Vikings, 1st down. A gain of 12.
They'll fake the give, and now it's McCarthy. To the right side, he's got Hawkinson, his tight end. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
The pressure gets home. He's lost the football. And the Panthers are going to recover the football. Well, the ball comes out, and the scramble for it, it ends up becoming a turnover, and the offense walks off the field disappointed with that fumble.
Mike, when you look at a stat sheet at the end of the game and you want to determine which team wins and which team loses, at the top of the list is ball security. Which team does a better job protecting it and which team does a better job taking it away.
Ready. Set. 10. Hut.
Young to throw on 1st and 10. He's hit as he threw. It goes to the ground, and it's an incomplete pass.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Down. Set.
Here's the pistol snap to Young. And that is incomplete.
Intended for a 6.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
So, it is 4th down, and here comes Matthew Wright. Now, how about this? It's a fake. That could not have gone worse. They try to let the kicker throw it, but he's taken down, and they're going to surrender the football on downs. In motion, Naylor. On 1st and 10, it's McCarthy. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Christian Roseboom getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
Just seems that nothing has gone right all game for this offense, and that's what happens when your quarterback just faces relentless pressure. You just can't generate any kind of offense, and I think that's the biggest reason there's a big old 0 up on that scoreboard.
Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable 3rd down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play.
13 on the play. It's now 3rd and 4.
Throwing now, it's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. It's a pickup of 12. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Now McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force 3rd down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
He's got his tight end, Hawkinson. They gain 18 yards on that one. 1st down, Minnesota.
Vikings 1st down.
Out of the gun, they give it to Jones. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 21.
Here's 2nd and 9. In motion, it's Jefferson. On 2nd down, here's McCarthy. Good coverage there in the end zone. That is incomplete. Terrific work. They separated the man from the football, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
And 9 yards to go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play. On now for the extra point. Here's Will Riker. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Showing off the big leg. Didn't want to defend a return, so this ball's going to be spotted at the 35-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. This one appears to be safe in hand. It has been a clinical performance to this point. Now they'll try to finish up strong.
Set.
Young to throw on 1st down. That'll be batted away. Incomplete. Coverage very strong defensively. It's 2nd down.
He told us earlier in the week that his ball skills might actually be better than some of the guys he's covering, and we kind of chuckled. But it's pretty clear to see where that confidence comes from, Mike. I mean, the next step for him, not only go up and attack that ball to tie his point, but come down with the pick.
Looking down the field there, but it falls incomplete. Oh, can't afford another incompletion here. Quickly, it is 3rd and 10. Now Young. Time for the deep shot, looking for Thielen. That is brought in. Terrific day throwing the ball, and the numbers now show it. Over 300 yards passing in this one.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard
They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10.
Down.
Now Young. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Set. Ready. Set.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's over. It's a win for the Panthers. And right away you can point to the turnover battle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners. As we say, so long